Hey everybody, I'm Jeff Bergin. I am the VP of Learning at General Assembly, and my team is hard at work working on the next set of AI courses and trainings that we're providing. So stay tuned for those to come out in the very near future. There are two main things that I'd encourage folks to do to ensure that they practice responsible AI use in their work. They're very simple. The first is to just be careful, and the second is to be part of a community. So when I say be careful, I mean a few things. First of all, understand what your organization's policies are around AI system use so that you don't find yourself not in compliance. The second is to be mindful of the data that you're actually entering into an AI system through an AI prompt, so be really careful what you're sharing. The third is to be transparent, so let your colleagues, let your supervisor know exactly what you're using AI for so that it is well known in the organization. The fourth item is to just be very careful to test AI systems and make sure that what you're actually getting from those systems is accurate and that it's consistent with what you're looking to achieve in the first place. And then lastly, comply with all of the data protection laws that you may be held to and any ethical guidelines that you have access to or that are being adopted by your organization. And when I say be part of a community or a community of practice, what that means is to make sure that your AI use is driven by people and not completely automatic. So always keeping people as part of the process. Establish diverse teams around the use cases that you are developing to make sure that those are informed by a variety of different perspectives. Encourage your organization to engage experts and to ask them to help you develop guidelines around responsible use. So when you're developing new technologies, the key is to really try to strike a balance between innovation and ethical considerations. And that may mean slowing down innovation in order to be ethical and to have ethical practices. And there's three things that I'd recommend. The first is to always focus on people. And that means, things like considering developing an ethical guidelines committee or board that routinely reviews AI projects. You might consider it almost like an institutional review board within your organization. Always remain collaborative with a variety of different stakeholders and make sure that you're soliciting multiple perspectives, and keep your dev team educated on emerging trends and use cases and technologies and ethics and ethical practices to make sure that they are fully up to speed in this space. The second is to design for ethics from the very beginning. Design from ethics for ethics in mind. And that means, starting with the end in mind, incorporating ethics from the very earliest stages of development, prioritizing user ethics and privacy as user requirements and build against those requirements. And then if AI is part of a user flow or a user journey, prioritize things like user education and consent and privacy, and allow users to be able to opt in or opt out and to have some control and some choice. It's extremely important to stay updated on the latest developments and the best practices in responsible AI use. And there are a few pretty common ways to do this. The first is simply to pay attention to the media that you have access to, just to understand what's new and to understand sort of emerging points of view on ethical and responsible use. Of course, take things like blogs and podcasts and social media with a grain of salt, but use them to simply increase your own awareness. The second is to engage professionally. So find those professional communities that you can join in your industry that are focused on AI use and responsible and ethical AI use. And join conference sessions, join meetups, join any opportunity to discuss this, panel talks, etc. And look for research papers. Use Google Scholar to find peer-reviewed papers that are affecting your discipline or your industry, and to learn more about ethical AI use. And also look for kind of emerging ethics reports. There's a few that have come out. OpenAI, the Partnership on AI, and IEEE have all released reports in this space. And third, I would say, take advantage of training courses, not unlike those being offered by General Assembly, and keep your AI skills sharp. It's only a skill that's going to become more important.